was drafted by our forefathers, and I pray that we shall remain patriotic. So mine is just to moderate this session before the AGM. This is a very big day because we shall be launching the core banking system. I wish to begin by informing us that the Sacco was registered on 14th December 1970, but with advancement in technology, it became apparent that there was need to migrate to a more versatile, efficient, and web-based financial system. And the process of procuring this began in the year 2022. Having concluded the procurement process, the mission program was agreed on. I am privileged to have chaired the team that implemented this project, and I am delighted to report that the implementation went on very smoothly, with all the scheduled activities being completed as planned. The migration to this new system was done on the 7th and 8th about the new core banking system. Today we've been joined by some of our partners, and I wish to, before I invite the partners, somebody who will stand to benefit most in the implementation of this new core banking system.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yes, let me take this opportunity to thank the Almighty Father, having given us enough life kutoka last year when we were here. I'm very grateful to take this opportunity to welcome all our members. But I will begin by welcoming my board of directors led by the chairman for this occasion. Secondly, I will take also this opportunity to welcome all our members. In fact, they are the most important to us. That's why we are having this kind of launch today. Again, 9th December, we have been, all along we have been hosted inside here. So our director and the patron of Wanaanga feel welcomed in this occasion. To our guests, we have got guests whom we invited. I can see some of them have already come, and some are. You remember last year, the same time, we had got a launch of our strategic plan. Among the issues that were in that paper or book was the case in point where the launch is going to take place. I think, just as I promised that we will be reading it as our Bible, and that is, if they are around, let them wave to the crowd. I know some of them are being seen in the, otherwise I have no much. And feel comfortable. After launch, in fact, much is going to be said by the chairman about how system is going to help us. But already, for us, the users, particularly me included together with my team, the system has made it very easy for us compared to the old system that we had. In fact, even when you compare our number in the issues, you don't even have to come to us in the office. You do it at your house where you are sitting. Therefore, I'm very much happy about the system. Thank you very much. Back to you.
A big hand to us. He also doubles up as the patron of this great society. And in humility, I want us to welcome him to make his remarks. Karibu.
Giving this opportunity, I want to recognize all the chief guests that are sitting with us this morning, and to tell you karibuni. Usually, going by the titles that you have heard Mr. Muriuki mention, they normally give me a speech which I'm supposed to edit and then come and read. So in their wisdom, so as to manage time, they decided that today I'm on my own. That people call old school. That is in reference to technology. But I regard it as a mindset, and is one of the things to discard. Allow yourself to move with the technology. And so we are here, we want to launch the new system, and I fully support this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bwana Director. We have a very good host, the KMD, which I also work in, and the bulk of our members are actually, these are now the other VIPs. So we wish to promote Oduk and others. And the gentleman inspects, please come over. You are actually our VIPs today. Yes, the next services are integrated with the Coop Bank, and this core banking, the new core banking system, even enhances the services that we shall get, and more details will be coming from the chair. But I wish now to welcome the representative of Coop Bank. Please come over. Let's appreciate him.
Chief guests today, both the chairman and your board, our able CEO Vincent, a veteran in the movement, and your staff, honorable members, good morning. Hamjambo. You know, it's a cold morning, and these are the people working. I'm here representing my director, Vincent Marango, pokeeni salamu zake, who is outside the nation for some other duties. And I'm accompanied by the relationship manager who handles this account. I'll request him to stand. He's Michael Ngoroi. Michael Ngoroi, we are proud to be associated and to partner with Wanaanga. Wanaanga, as our able treasurer have mentioned, started their business in 1979. This was barely 11 years since the inception of Cooperative Bank, which was started in 1968. So we are almost, there is that COP holding dividends that we pay every year, and we are looking forward for the payment in the next month. So treasurer, prepare for something to come. We thank God for that. And this is all bank. In 2023, we launched a new robust system. And I know the kind of journey you have gone through for you to achieve that. It's not an easy journey. It's a great achievement, and we are proud of you, Chair, and the CEO and the team that have done that. And I'm proud that the Treasury, a new core banking system, and now right now we have another core banking system. All this is geared to serve the member. And as Cooperative Bank, we also very proud of that. And now having ourselves a new system, and you having a new system, it means we will collaborate even more and we'll be able to integrate in a better way. Allow me to our services to ensure that members enjoy the service. I want to mention something. The CEO have said something to do with the reconciliations. And with this new core banking system, we'll be able to integrate your system with our system such that when your member enters our branches, and I know we have quite a number of 200 branches across the country. Integration we call, through an integration we call business to business integration. This is enabled by adopting the new core banking system that you have seen. Basically, this tells you that you don't have to be worried. Whether you're in Migori, you enter into a core bank in Migori, you deposit money, and immediately, if you have that enabled SMS, you'll be able to see the money has reflected, whether it's your savings, whether it's the loan you are paying. That if you're not on the national payment system, it's not possible for us to send money to Wanaanga, because we want to send the money directly into your individual account. Even if you leave the core employer within the meteorological department, even if you go to a private company, for example, if you are working on in a private company as a researcher, and they ask you what is your bank account, confidently give Wanaanga account, because we shall enable it in such a way that you shall be able to receive the money into the FOSA account without having any struggle. So that's a great milestone among so many others that we shall continue working together. So Chairman, we are so much delighted in working together and realizing the bank have currently around 200 branches across this country. So meaning, even if Wanaanga has only this one branch, then we can serve all your members from all our branches across the country. God bless you.
Thank you, thank you. Let's put our hands together one more time. Yes, that is very good. CIC has joined us, the representative. Yes, you're just in time to make your remarks, so kindly proceed to the podium.
God is good. And all the time. Thank you very much. My name is going on, and for all the partnership that we've had with Wanaanga, thank you very much for the support. So today, I am not the speaker. I have come with my colleague. She's called Sylvia, and we have something interesting that we want to share with you. So thank you very much. Sylvia is from the subsidiary of Asset Management. Yeah, so today we just want to speak to you a little.
So as you have heard, my name is Sylvia Kimani, and again, apologies for our tardiness, but we are happy to be able to have made it here well, and happy to see you all. So as my colleague Jambi has mentioned, I work for CIC Asset Management. Actually, generally, we're in CIC Group, so basically it is a group of companies, but specifically, I work under asset management, whether it suits your needs and whether it is appealing to you. So as asset management, we got our licensing in the year 2007, but we actually started our business really well in 2010 and have been running since. And as we speak, we are currently the biggest fund manager in East Africa. So, fund manager who is in an ecosystem. The ecosystem is that you as a society, you as an individual, as a chama, as a couple, as a church, are able to invest with us. So you as the investor, we receive the funds as fund managers, we invest it on your behalf, okay? Then whatever investment we make, money, yes, as CIC Asset Management, but the money actually goes into a cooperative bank account. Then what we do, cooperative bank as our custodian gets to invest the money as we direct them, to be able to give you the rates that we'll be able to give you as a competitive return, okay? Then above that, we have who we call the trustee. And the trustee is actually the owner of the assets. So what the trustee does is to oversee what the custodian is doing. So, okay? So the auditor, of course, comes to make sure, just the same way your accounts are audited, they come to make sure that our books are in order, okay? Then on top of all that, we have a regulator. And our regulator, as insurance, the regulator is IRA, who is Insurance Regulatory Authority. For us, as an investment arm, is basically a short-term investment. So a short-term investment which allows you to be able to recall your money when you require it. We understand that as a society, sometimes you have highs and lows of your seasons in terms of borrowing, isn't it? So there are times, maybe like when school is about to be opened, the season is very high, so the borrowing is high. In one area, you can diversify, believe in us, trust us as the people who have given us the funds, and we'll be able to grow your funds. Thank you for that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, CIC, for our partnership and even for this sensitization that there are other opportunities to partner in. We were expected to proceed on, and online I see that we have 284 members who are logged in. Let's appreciate those that are logged in. Again, in this auditorium, this corner seems to be very popular for some reason. I don't know why why people are avoiding this middle row, but all the same, we respect your choice of seats of the core banking system. Karibu, mwenyekiti.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished honorable. This shows the seriousness that we have in the activities and the affairs of the SACCO. I want to start recognizing our patron, who is also the director of the Kenya Meteorological Department. Thank you for hosting us for all those years, which are now close to 50 years. From 79 to date, you can see the journey that we have had. Cooperative Bank, we have been with you. And Edward and Michael and say that you have opened is in Maimahiu, correct? Yes, that's the latest. So we are following you very closely. And therefore, the partnership that you have just mentioned about for us is also very key. I know for sure, when we say that when the members bank in your corporate bank and the money comes straight to us, that's a big business we are talking about. Successful. We took a lot of take home, and say hi to the team and even to the chairman, Kuria, who is really doing a good job for the group CIC. Therefore, we continue patronizing. And even members themselves, even individually, we have a unit trust. Individually, I know the director cooperative is on the way. We had also invited SASRA and all the other partners. If they come around, please alert us so that we are able to move. So, for us, this core banking that we are launching them in 2008. That's close about 17 years, isn't it? And you know how systems get obsolete. We have really struggled to stay with that system to ensure that also we make maximum use of it. And therefore, with this new system, we are very sure that it's going to serve us for the next maybe almost another 20 years. And of course, more important to the SACCO itself, to ensure that we are in tune with the technology as it moves. Did you say it's moving? ICT. Is it moving? Oh, it's there. Okay. So it was already approved by SASRA, and even in here, they should be able to say that. Because you don't just go to the market and buy the system. They have to see that really you are also within the budgets which are available, and they are not inflated to the extent that members don't suffer. So what are the features of this system? You will see that we have a credit management with statements. If you have got fixed deposit with us, you can see. If you have got share capital, you are able to see how much. If you are talking of the deposits that you have, you are able to see them, and so, and the savings. So therefore, this is an area that you have controls. You don't need to keep on now calling the office and telling us to give you a statement and the rights. So it's easy for you to have the control of the system yourself. So again, there is what we call the customer relations. There are so many enhanced pre-qualification. You yourself, you can even be able to log in in the system if you want to take a loan and see how much am I able to qualify. There's a system you are able to log in there, look at your shares, look at the type of loan that you want, and you can even do the verification even before you come to the office, where the office is going to do the appraisal, of course, with the Presta, whereby you have a system. You don't have to go hunting for a guarantor physically. You just set it in the system, gets to you, you're able to guarantee the person, and therefore you get the loan easily. So this is through what we call the one-up, whether it's a performance, whether it's a loss, whether it's a, all those clarifications have now been enhanced. Loan recovery, again, the system is able to give you alerts, SMS alerts, to the loanee, to the defaulter, and even to the guarantor themselves. And to the extent that we have also integrated to attach guarantors, we need the same system that we are talking about. So within the member portal, as I said, and this is the most popular one that members are already playing around with it, and of course we give our ICT officer a few minutes just to do a small demonstration so that for you who have not yet captured what is going on, you can be able to do that. Available menus, as you have seen, and I know you have been practicing. I can see one officer is already doing it now. There is a dashboard which you will be able to see your accounts, the further services. One of it is a menu called Contact Us. This will be able to give you even ticketing system. You can see the loan services and also the My Document statements, as I said, monthly or on demand. Again, this Contact Us ticketing system, even if it's a complaint, it gets in the system and you're able to see it, and it cannot be manipulated. So you can understand that really in the AGM will be input in the system, and the system is able to tell you that you may not go beyond what you have already been approved by the AGM. So, and it is a tool that is going to help the management through the now been aligned, unlike in the previous system. It has also enhanced audit trails and security. Security is very important because, again, we don't want to have a hacked system. So this is an area that we are very, very careful, especially when you are dealing with finances. And of course, the biometric. Like now, you should be able to go with your finger, and your biometrics are taken. About AI, I think you are not in that tech system. That's where everything is moving. So again, we are in tune and moving forward with the global system as they are moving in the technology. So what we are remaining with, and we are a bit careful, is the mobile banking. This is going to be the next phase. And one of the key areas is to ensure that, and until such a time that our system is fully secure, this is an area that we are a bit slow, but very sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what we have for you. And for a small demonstration, I'll request our ICT officer, Like, who has been very, very, very focal in this system.
To the chair, and thank you the invited guests and the board members. My presentation will be not so long, but it will be engaging, and I will request those who are online to try this, because we have been working on a system that is really going to sort your problems. We don't want you to try what we are going to do, because what we are going to show you today is how you can access your account on your phone and on your laptops, because the system has the capability of showing you a statement. So I'll just request the projection of the screen. So the first thing, the tech, anga.co.ke. So when you log into the portal, to the website, the first thing you'll get is our website, which is just a place where we get information. But there's a point there written members portal. So when you click on the members portal, what you'll get, it will redirect you to a login page that appears as such. So everyone who has not registered, the one you're seeing on the screen, it will ask you for your ID number, your password, and then there's a unique security code that appears every other time. This is a security feature, so it will keep changing every time you log in. But when it comes up, you enter the same security code where it's written, enter the security code. Then after that, you will get to and receive the OTP. The first one is through an SMS to your phone. The second one is through an email to your email that you've given the SACCO. So this security code comes to your phone or your email, the one you've given us. So don't use any other phone to try to get the email. The code. When you get the OTP code, you have to click submit for it to come. So when you see, you choose either phone or email, the portal looks the way it is on the screen. There will be the dashboard. And the dashboard will show you particularly how your account is behaving, all the accounts you have in Wanaanga. It will show you if you have arrears in loan. And I'll explain what we mean by arrears, because recently we had an issue with members complaining that, why do you have an arrear? Previously, we were not able to send you arrears. And arrears is not a money. In 1 day's arrear, you are behind in your payment. So the arrears shows that actually you are behind in your payment. So you need to actually move and pay what you have in arrears, because now it comes to what the chair was saying of classification, and that hits into your dividends. Because as per the law, there is what we call IFRS 9, and this qualification makes every loan that you give out, you must provide. And where do you provide from? Dividends are low, yet they are behind in their loan payment. It is the same money that you are supposed to be paid that is put into provision. So let's always try to make our loans to be performing. Then after that page of the dashboard, we have the second page that shows what we call accounts. And from your end, you are able to see all your account details. And this entails what we call your savings, that is the withdrawal, the amount that you can access. It has finger points. So you can just insert your account and you'll get all the details that you want. Then the second one is what we call it's not moving. Okay. We have what we call the fixed deposits. For those who invest with us on fixed deposit, you are able to see when it is maturing, what rate you are given, what the value of that fixed deposit is. Talk about contractors, and I think the chairman was talked about it well. When it comes to contractors, there's a way we are now doing the ticketing. So that is very important. But I'll go to the loans. There's a menu for loan, the loans that you have, the loan services. So you can know which loans you've applied for laptop to see those you've guaranteed, how are their loans performing. So you don't say, I didn't know, you didn't inform me. You have it on your fingerprints. You can click anytime and see that I guaranteed so and so, how is this loan performing? Then the other one we'll go to is the menu that we call My Documents. And going forward, here is where we'll put all your slips, even dividend slips. For this year, we've just moved, you might not get it here. But all your complaints, we are getting away from you writing on the email, because at times email might not be reacted to. So we are encouraging members, whenever you have a complaint or you have something to raise, log into your portal, raise it on the contactors. Describe what your problem is, and it will get to us on real time. So this is a major area. We are getting away from you doing emails, doing WhatsApp, doing technology, because that's where we are going. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. I don't know whether I'm on. A better hand for our ICT manager. He's been very instrumental in this whole process, and I'm glad that Wanaanga is not being left behind. As at the counter, and we left very disappointed. Then they introduced a board where they would write the salaries of the institutions that had credited salaries. Then there came the ATM. You remember the famous Barclays advert, the dancing guy. And there was resistance. Guys were asking, how can I be served by a machine? Who will count my money? I want to be served by a lady. But I'm glad that technology has taken over. Core banking system. I am a privileged man. And kudos to our chairman, our very able chairman, who is ensuring that the implementation of the strategic plan is on course. And now the moment that we have been waiting for is finally here. I want to call upon this. The podium, I think, will have to be moved.
Yes, Sisan.
Our guests, kindly, I think let's move closer while still allowing the cameras to be able to capture this, because it has... Is mic working? Yes. Yes. This is the moment. So there'll be two things. He will cut the ribbon. Then after that, I will count from 10 to 0. And then we shall see what happens next. Come on, members didn't know why you guys don't want to dance with us. DJ, no happy. Yes.
You can sit down now. Before we cut the cake, is to appreciate all the teams that have worked throughout this journey. I know my board members have been very, very, very active on this, particularly the team which was leading the implementation of the core banking, led by the CEO, all the staff Friday, so that we are able to migrate. And we are able to come back on a Monday. Thank you for your indulgence. And that's why we have come this far. The team, led by the treasurer, who are actually the implementation policy team, can you stand up just for recognition? Magdalena Terry. They were all capable of doing this, but we had to get a small team to do that. Thank you very much for the good job. While I appreciate all the staff, I just want to appreciate specifically on their behalf our ICT manager, who burnt the midnight oil. In fact, they slept. So we are really privileged to have this with us. Perhaps whoever is taking us to the cake.
Thank you, Chairman, and good morning, everyone. A beautiful occasion like this deserves a beautiful cake, isn't it? Yes. You will agree with me that the Bible says that in Psalms 126, verse 3, the Lord has done great things for us. The cake is written only one word: transitioning. Wanaanga is transitioning. We are embracing a new era, an era of technology, an era of accessibility, an era where we are empowering you.
It's feel warm.
And a patron who also loves cake.
So we hold it, the three of us.
Let us say cheers now.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hip, hip. Hip, hip.
Okay. I'm passing this. Vice Chair. Hapo. Okay.
By Ricky. Kindly let's come and take some photos. Photographers, please prepare.
I think because of time, we will do it this way. The cake is still here. You will get to eat it. But I'll ask all the board members and the invited guests to come in front. Board members and supervisory, join. We'll do two lines. I think we are a bit, the tall ones, those who are blessed with the height, can be on the back. And so let's not block others. So the photographer, you will tell us when it's ready. The board, you just remain alone as our invited guests get their seat. Board and supervisory, one photo. You can try to compress it a bit. Right, the ladies can be in front. I see they're in red. I don't know where the menu, we missed the yeah. The ladies in front, if they don't mind. Yeah, let's make it short and a bit compact. Please. The staff be ready to join the board. Staff be ready. Yeah, staff join the board. Staff, please. Yeah, I'm coming. Join the board. Those who are a bit short can go in front. The ladies. staff alone, just remain led by the CEO, the staff, and then the members who are here today. Maybe you can join for a photo. The members who are inside here, please. You are part of the team that has made this occasion. So after the staff, we will just want you to stand here. We do a photo, please. Those who are willing, it's not forced.
This is the last photo, so please let's even our auditor. See, auditor pia. When I say members, I mean yes, yes. Yes. Tuharakishe kidogo. Okay. Asante sana, we have come to the end of that session. And I wish to sign off as the MC so that we may now usher in the chair to take over. Time. Okay. The chair when he takes over. So we need to sign off. We are 15 minutes behind schedule, but it's all for a good cause. And we need to conclude this in prayer. So I want to welcome Jackson, who will pray, close the first session, and also commit the next session to the Lord. So in reverence to the Almighty God, I request that we be upstanding as Jackson comes over.
Good morning, members. Let's believe and pray. Everlasting Father, this morning we come before you with thanksgiving in our heart. We want to thank you, Jehovah, for the far you have taken us. This we pray, believing and trusting in Jesus' name. Amen.
So I'm now handing over, but before that, anyone who has not been served cake, or somebody like me who wants a second helping, my hand is up, so I expect the ushers to be here. Karibu, Bwana Chair.
I think we now take on our main function of the day, but first we really have to appreciate. We could have a session of maybe asking questions on what we have done, but because of time, we still have a lot. And also you have seen in our portal, you can still put in your comments on our launch of today, which I think we'll really be able to appreciate. Now, I would now take this opportunity. Let me be to the podium kidogo so that good morning once again. My name's Martin Olo, the Vice Chair of Wanaanga and I'm happy all of us are aware. We are both physical and online for our members who are not here. I'm going to moderate, and we are going to do our best. I really want you people to feel at home if you are proud of Wanaanga. All our partners are all around to be able to read as the notice of the day.
Notice is hereby given that the 43rd Annual General Meeting of Wanaanga DT Savings and Credit Cooperative Society Limited will be held both physically at Kenya Meteorology Department grounds and virtually, hybrid on Friday 25th April 2025. 4. Matters arising from the minutes of the 42nd Annual General Meeting. 5. Consideration of adoption of the Chairman's report. 6. Consideration and adoption of the Supervisory Committee's report. 7. Consideration and adoption of the audited accounts for the year 2024. 8. Consideration and adoption of the proposed payment of dividends, rebates on deposits and honoraria. 9. Consideration and adoption of the budget for the year 2026. 10. Appointment of auditors for the financial year 2025. Number 11. Elections. A. 3 members of the Board of Directors. B. 1 Supervisory Committee member. Any other business. This was signed by Peter O. Olo, Honorable Secretary Wanaanga DT Sacco. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary. I'll go straight to the agenda number 2. If you all agree with me on the agenda, to adopt the agenda, and from there we proceed. I'm asking for, if the agenda is in order, I want to propose a seconder, then we move on with our agenda. If there is any correction to be done, please, members. 1229, Mr. Mkolwe. 5194. The name? Ruben Gitao. Now we proceed. Member is saying, but I don't want to complain, but I tend to believe it is a standard agenda, and if there's always a standard agenda because of the functions for the AGM, it's now you people to say, how do you want us to alter it? I go straight to agenda 3, confirmation of the minutes of the 42nd, that's annual general meeting, which I also believe that we all have these minutes with us in our positions. They were put on our website, and I believe all members must have gone through them, but we'll open the floor through the chair for reaction. For the confirmation of the minutes, I'll get the chair onto that so that members will be able to confirm if the minutes that we posted in our website are the true reflection of what we discussed in our 42nd annual general meeting. Then from there on, then we'll be able to take in matters arising from those minutes. We are on the confirmation of our minutes from members. If you have gone through the minutes, or you want us to read the minutes one after the other, confirm for me, propose and a seconder for the minutes so that we can now be able to discuss them and get matters arising out of them. Can I get proposer? Seconder? seconder, because if you don't propose and you don't second, we may not discuss them. Members, have you seen our minutes?
1880.
So we have got a proposer and a seconder. We proceed to number 4, matters arising from the minutes. Members, you are free to discuss the minutes. Anything that you feel from the minutes, both online and physical. So those people who are seeing them will be able to let me know. So I'll be going page to page.
It's okay.
It was.
It's not working. It's not working.
From page 1, I have members of the board. Unfortunately, we did not introduce our honorable members of the board, but I want to believe that they are a part of the minutes we are discussing. Any matter arising from page 1, any omission, page 2, I'll go to page 3, which had some action. In fact, all the matters or whatever was raised during that time, the board answered and were also posted back to members. So I think we are just on the right track, and maybe that is why there's no more or there's no much questions, because the questions were raised to us, board answered and posted them on our website, which I believe that members were satisfied with the answers. I'm on page 3. I don't want to read, but I can see some action points were there, but I believe they have been answered. Anybody assisting me on online, if there is anything.
Yeah, MC, the reactions are coming in, but I'll alert you in case anything.
Okay.
I'm following.
You're following. The secretary is taking note of that. I'm on page 4. Page 8 and 9. Then I finish with page, which we also have those answers, but they have already been posted on the website, so there's no need of rereading what is already there. Now, maybe just to pass over so that members can be able to see. As we are waiting for that, our chair will be preparing for his report. As we are waiting, so those were the answers with the questions asked by members that was sent to us through our portal, whereby we were able to answer those questions. I believe all of us have them. If some were not well answered, this is the opportunity so that we go back and do our research and maybe answer more. I want to believe Silent is consent. I'll go to our 5th agenda, which is consideration and adoption of the chairman's report. And I'll call upon the chair to take the podium, and he'll be able to give us the overview of what Wanaanga is all about. Welcome, Chairman. You cannot even clap for my chair.
Again, thank you, Vice Chair, and thank you, members. I can see we are still continuing to grow in number. Thank you very much. It shows that really we have the interest of the SACCO at heart, and therefore when we call for the AGM, you take it seriously. You come and look what is happening to your SACCO, because really you love it. It's an event only once in a year. Therefore, when we see you being recently, I know you have recruited members recently. Some of them are already online. You may not be knowing who our leaders are. So it's good that I mention, as a chair, I'm the Charles Gonjiri. I have my vice chair. You can just stand up. It's Martin Olo. He has been. I have the credit chair, Madam Magdalene Gateri. Mnamwona ni mfupi, lakini I hope you are able to see her from behind. And then we have the audit chair, that is John Moirori. We have Shaira. She is also in the HR and the audit. We have our supervisory team. Our share supervisory is out in northern Kenya, but I'm sure he is following online. So, but his able team, we have the secretary in the red, that is Mary Kulgan, which has been working for you for that period of time. So whatever success, whatever fail they may have, it is them who have ensured that all is well. So we want to go to the chairman's report. Our partners, our guests, starting with our patron. He has been here for the launch. I'm sure he is very busy within this compound and elsewhere. He's an international person. So as the representative of WMO, he's a very busy person for us, but I know he is coming back. That is Dr. Gekungo. We have our team from the bank, led by the team, Edward, yes, and Michael again, the team from the CIC, Hannah, and Joyce, is it Joyce? Sylvia, yes, Sylvia, yes. We are mostly used to her, the name is always in our mouth, but Sylvia, most welcome. We always have this kind of interactions, so even if you have an opportunity, we'll give you so that you're able to. CIC is the one which is covering our loan guard. Loan guard means you have taken a loan because we have covered by CIC. I think that should be very, very clear. That's one of the products, the loan guard, that really we've been having it for quite a long time. And many other products and services that we are patronizing with them, they are very key to us. Again, we had invited Sasra. Sasra is our regulator. Have our auditor here with us. You can just stand up and wave. Yes, and you will be seeing them. Mzee, you can just come in front here. Wacha vijana wakae hapo, wewe unaonekana pande hii, so that it will be easier. And it is important to note that the regulation says that once you audit the SACCO for 3 consecutive years, then we are about to get a new one. So with that, our guests, it is my honor to welcome you to this auspicious occasion of our 43rd AGM. And I thank God that all of us are safe and protected, and who has given us this opportunity to ensure that we really have this AGM. Was also joined. It is important that at any given time that we interact as we say thanks to God. Of course, Wanaanga Sacco is a deposit-taking Sacco. That's why we have branded ourselves a DT. And to that extent, of them. Can you clap yourself? Clap for Wanaanga. You know, we've got over 20,000 SACCOs, or cooperatives, but in terms of the SACCOs, 175, and you are there, it means that really you are recognized by the government. And more important is that we have fulfilled all the conditions set by the government and the regulators to ensure that you operate as required. So, on our membership, we have had a slight increase, from 3,363 to 3,337. From 3,337 to 3,363. That is at the end of the year. And some of the members have not been active. Active means that you just brought your money there, your deposits, all your share capital, but not, depositing. You are classified in a different category. And this is why I want to urge members, if you are just only having the shareholding, it is important that you become active, okay? By giving us, however little it may be, savings, okay? Your share deposits. You can also increase your shareholding. You can, even if you have attained just the 25,000, that is the minimum. Why not go to 100 and so on and so forth? So when you are, even if you are a carry person and you have sold your property, we should not be active. The bylaw says that if you are inactive, then you can be denied some privileges. So why should you be in that category? And of course, due to some economic hardships, you have seen some members, especially the formal sector, when they retire, some of them you have seen them exiting the SACCO. We understand that you may require some deposits maybe to survive. So boost your shareholding, all the withdrawable deposits. So there is all the options that you have. So let us not just exit, let us maintain, because that is where you are able to get the service. Let me tell you, some of you, are you capable? When you don't have a payslip, it can be a problem. But when you come to the SACCO and you have saved with us, we will give you because we know you. So I would really urge the members, those who are in the formal sector and perhaps they are exiting the service, you just retain your membership and you continue. On the issue of capital adequacy, we target, it's called institutional capital. The more asset you have, the more you are supposed even to have that as a reserve. So this institutional capital is a moving target, but I want to say today as we sit here, we have achieved 7.39% as compared to the 8%. The regulator says that you must have 8. Not many SACCOs have achieved this. In fact, when we are at 7.39, 5 and so on. So you can see we are progressively moving forward. Members' shares and deposits, we have seen again a slight increase in members' share capital. These are the non-withdrawable shares. And I want to say here that you are aware that we have got a share trading platform. And we have created a platform on the comfort of your phone. You can float your shares and another member see it and buy it. Okay? So this is an area that we really need to look at. Don't stick there to the 25. I know there are some members who have done very good in the share capital. Some of them are in hundreds of thousands. And when we declare dividends of 15%, you can see the kind of money that they take. So it is important that we work on our share capital, because that is the ownership. It shows the ownership of the SACCO. Just like in the bank, if you are a shareholder, then you must show how many shares you have. Which again, I would also encourage you. You remember even last year we passed a resolution that when you take a loan, 1% of the loan that you have taken goes into the shares deposit that you have. It is still your money. This is the money that even when you want to exit and you want it, we give you. So, and you continue earning rebates on it and taking loan against it. So it's important that again we continue. You don't save and you're only borrowing, then you are not patronizing leading. Own it. So to that extent, you see that the gross loan book and the kind of levies that have been introduced by the government, the housing, the share and the rights. But you will notice that in the SACCO is where you can be able to get money to do your business in the most comfortable manner. So, okay, because unlike the previous system where things were not on your hands, right now, the core banking that you've just launched is really going to be a game changer. And of course, you are aware that the digital loaning system, the Wanaanga, I'm sure many of you are taking it. This is a loan that you don't require any guarantee. You can take it any time of the night, day, even if it has got no human intervention. It's just a system that we have put through Wanaanga. My only issue here is that I really want members to ensure that you pay. Repay, please. Because it's supposed to be repaid within 1 month. Okay? If you overstay, the interest continue accumulating. It is meant to relieve you from a certain emergency. And that's why you have moved it from 10,000 share deposits. If you are not saving with us, the system looks at you and it will classify you at 10. Sini kweli? Yeah. If you have got more shares, the system will classify you at 30. If you are a defaulter, the system will look at you and tell you you qualify for 0. So some members have been calling me, telling me, oh chairman, I'm unable to go through Wanaanga. Namuuliza, when did you take the last Wanaanga? Umelipa? Oh chairman. Because if you approve the dividends today, of course we are going to distribute them very soon. Because we are aware that the children are going to school on Monday. Sini kweli? But before we give you, we also look at you. The event, of course, big loans. If you don't pay, of course you have engaged the debt collectors. These debt collectors, it is not our wish to have them. Defaulters who defaults are people who are able. Wengine hata wameenda US. Wengine wako wapi? Wengine wamekuwa big people in the county. They are earning well. Lakini anasema wacha. So why can't we follow? it is you who have defaulted, we wrote a percentage, 10% of the loan that you have defaulted. That 10% will go to pay the debt collector. Hatujaajiri debt collectors, CC. The debt collector will collect the money and on top add a percentage because of those inconveniences that you bring to the circle. So please ensure that we don't go to that extent, including taking you to the debt collector. In terms of the capacity building, I'm happy to report that we had a very successful education day. I'm happy that you all attended and the members appreciated. Maybe we'll hear the comments later on, and we will continue ensuring that this kind of education and training, both to the members, to the boards, to the supervisory, we are able to partner with our teams to ensure that members are up to date. I'm happy even when our ICT person was demonstrating how you need to walk through you. Even if you come to the office, we will show you how you go about it. Usijali, we are with you. Okay? So, biodata and next of kin, these are the area that, again, I want to mention. Because we have been singing this song for quite some time, that you are supposed to ensure that you have, you see, all your benefits are supposed to go to your dependents. Those dependents, you are supposed to put them in percentage. If you love your wife so much and you put 100%, sio ni sawa. Lakini ukitaka kuongeza kijana yako, ukitaka kuongeza mtoto yako, you put the percentage that you want. Okay? And we are not here in this house permanently. So let us be prepared, just in case you are not there. So that can also show the rest of the dependents. And you have put the dependents there. So it is very critical that really, we are almost thinking that if you have not filled your next of kin and dependents, we can also deny you some services so that we compel you to, unless there is a good reason why you should not be able to put it. Because at the end of the day, if none is your money to go to be taken there, and once we take it there, as Wanaanga, we don't have control. Okay? Once it's taken to Ufa, and it's by law. If that money stays in Wanaanga for 5 years, then we are bound. So please help us to ensure that this next of kin and the nominees are updated. Yes, again, I want to thank you members because with our strategic plan, assisting, migrating, and ensuring that members are up to date and you are able to interact with us anytime and real time. And for sure, with these 4 pillars, that is finance, internal, people, and our customers, we are ensuring that we progressively move. And we have got an implementation matrix and we are monitoring. And we are happy, especially in a customer. Siku hizi ukija kwa ofisi, you are respected. That's what we are receiving from you. That's a kind of relationship that we want to create so that when we move forward, we move as a team. And congratulations to the CEO team and the management, the staff, for that kind of a change. Because the customer, the member, is the king and must be protected. It was just meant to ensure that if you are sick, in spite of the fact that you are covered by SHI or CHA or whatever it is, or AR or CIC and the others, before they even come and do the rest, we are there for you. We are able to give you like 40K, hata kama ni matuda, even if they are taken care of the bills, we still come and play with you and tunakuambia pole. Si ni kweli? So ensure that you appeal. Ensure you contact us. See how you can benefit out of this. Even if CHA is not working, you still get something from Wanameko. It does not matter whether your bill has been paid by any other insurance. For us, so long as you've been hospitalized in hospital and you have got a claim form, we will give you our maximum stipulated. Take care of you And we are aware that the primary member is a must. We used to have a situation whereby our members pass on, and Wanaanga cannot just sit there and do nothing. So we came with this EBF and say, let us all be contributing 200 bob. 200 in a year is how much? 2,000? Familia, hata kupatia wewe a decent burial. Besides the other harambes you are doing, Wanaanga ikileta 100,000, that is already a boost, isn't it? That's why we made it compulsory, because we did not want any of us to suffer. But for the dependents, they are optional. If you want to cover your parents, if you want to cover your spouse, individually. If you are covering the parents and the father and the mother are there, then you pay the 200. Each 100, 100. If there is a child, each 100. Social media and everywhere about Cusco, and I wanted to ensure that I don't leave this podium hanging. Of course, Cusco, you have seen it has had challenges recently, and the commissioner, the minister of cooperative, they have seen it wise that those SACCOs who had saved. And by the way, Cusco is the umbrella body of all SACCOs, and we've been having them over the years without any problem. But recently, when they had those challenges, governance issues, that's where many SACCOs had saved with them in their finance programs a lot of money. But for us, we only decided to be buying shares, or what we call the equity shares. It may not be recoverable. We need to provide for it. Providing means that whatever profit you have had, you need to write it off. We are lucky, let me tell you, because some SACCOs, for your information, had put millions and millions of money. But I want to thank this board, because when we looked at the signals we went through, you know, because it was more or less a compulsory you patronize. So we were giving very little. This is a match we had accumulated for over close to 30 years. So you can see, with your permission, we have to write it off. In any case, the requirement, as we sit here, and Sansara, if they are here, they'll tell you so. And they are here. Let me say that COP Holding has been having scholarships for the societies, SACCOs, whereby for needy children who are in their primary and they want to move to the secondary, some children are totally unable to move because they are destitutes. That means they don't have their parents. They are, you know me, I'm talking of grandchildren now. So I don't know what now the marks the government is going to put, isn't it? But the criteria will still be there. So if you have got a needy child and the family has been a cooperative movement, please identify them. Even if it's your neighbor, is your member, or any other person, they have got passed very well as per the government regulation that the marks will be put. Please, we will be giving the form so that you can nominate them for everybody. So they prioritize and they see, yes. And through this process, we have had members bringing needy children, and they have benefited through Wanaanga. So this will be coming especially next year when the exams are out, when they are progressing to the other grades, so that I know sometimes they sweat even up to the night, cracking their heads. It's not easy to do this supervisory. They have also been very, very helpful to us, even to align where we think that things can be done better. The staff and all the members for your dedication. It has been a good time, I must say. You have given me good support. They are our director again, and even our auditor. That kind of support that we have gotten from all of you, nasema asante sana na Mungu ambariki. Thank you.
And you must allow me to get the proposer and the seconder so that you can be able to react on the report. Proposer and a seconder, both online and those who are in here with me. Leonie, ladies. Amechukua. Membership? 3136. Name? Because now we have a very enhanced system. If we can be able to get your comments, but if it is so urgent, we can discuss it here. If you can still send it to us for further research and possibly doing it better, then you can also appreciate that. If it is very much urgent, say your name and possibly your number.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Okumu, member number 5179. Just a pointer about and currently we are really struggling with our medical cover, the SHA. What if some of your members who happens to be in the civil service, maybe they are willing to be contributing or not? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. The chairman has noted it. He'll react on that. Robert?
I have the mic. I can ask my
question.
You
have somebody has a mic?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Good morning.
I would really appreciate if a member stands up so that members can also see you.
And as you had already mentioned that once we retire, we'll consider coming to Wanaanga as the first option. But do you have a plan, a better plan that I may consider, or are there incentives, or how will you convince me that let my money stay in Wanaanga so that I can come maybe take a loan? Where will I even get people to guarantee me? So I believe you should be having a strategy.
Thank you, Chairman, for the good report. I was able to grab a little bit at the end tail, even though my colleague is saying that I've just arrived. Yeah, my comment is on Cusco. I know Cusco, the SASRA, or ask a question that SASRA directed the cooperatives to write off whatever these cooperatives had with the Cusco. I don't know whether I got you right. Was the directive was that you write off or you make a provision that little bit I wanted to know, because I know even if Cusco was going down, there must have been even a spoon that can be sold and be prorated to the members or to the cooperative societies. I know many cooperative societies have have lost a lot of money. I've seen the list. Many have lost millions to the Cusco. That's the little bit that comes to somebody's mind. That could somebody have migrated from Cusco to Sasra and wants everything to go down so that they are not followed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman and members. I'll be very brief. First of all, Stella, and to be a witness. I remember there are days when I could, you are transferred from Kericho to Kakamega. Then you want to apply for a loan. You are in Kakamega. You left all members who trust you in Kericho. So you have to take a matatu, go to Kericho, ndio kusainiwa form, panda gari, come to Nairobi, unapata hapa maneno iko shida, unapigia Muriuki simu, ongea na CEO, and you are supposed to go to Kakamega to be on duty. And by the way, before I conclude, the transition that we are seeing in Wanaanga, I think is what is leading to this. If I look around you, the longest serving members of Wanaanga are maybe you and him. This new blood that you are bringing in are bringing new ideas, and they also need to be given a pat on their backs.
Thank you.
What I wanted to say is you are being deducted 20,000 shillings because of co-banking, and you say, come on, I mean, so at least maybe you'll have to shed some light on what the cost. Just in agreement with what Madam Stella is saying, I think there's a committee, I don't know if there's a committee or a department, called the Education Committee, which to me has some loopholes. They might be educating people on things that are not relevant. One of the things that I think that is what we expect as members. We need to educate people on electioneering. We need to educate people on what Stella is saying, transition to retirement, so that at least I have something that I know, rather than just telling us everything that we know. You're telling us about Sasra, maybe it doesn't even help me. The other thing, I think Robert put it even clearer than what I wanted to put. You have not updated your next of kin. Rather than just telling me every day, Wanaanga, blah, 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 what. No, that provision is there to give people information that pertains to their well-being. And I think if we can have those messages reminding people, next of kin, whether defaulter is defaulting here, they remind me. When next of kin is not there, they don't tell me. Thank you for talking too much.
Congratulate the chairman for his hard work with the team, because as per the Cusco, we've realized we only wasted, we have lost to 0.7. So effects that we saw in educational day. Okay, coming to BBF, we have these Gen Zs in the house, and you find that up to around 25 years, they are still depending on us. So I would wish the committee or the management to check whether BBF dependents, girls, to join Wanaanga, lakini wananiuliza, daddy, nani atatugaranti kama umeenda? So what Stella said, we should start thinking on how we can go for bigger loans. But what of this small loan? Yeah? What can we do so that our young Gen Zs are not scared of joining Wanaanga? Thank you very much.
I think we'll give the chair an opportunity to not only the chair, the whole board, whoever feel that no such probably done, then you can come in and help. But I want to...
Yeah, thank you, members. It means that you are very tentative. Your attention was very high. That's why you are able to ask very important questions. On Wanameko, and that is a decision you may wish to make. Because at the end of the day, when a member is suffering, Wanaanga is also suffering. Said uko kwa hospitali and you are unable to pay, members do contribute through their payroll. Okay, it comes automatically to Wanaanga for those who have voluntarily agreed to it. Okay, so the amounts are already put.
Was moved to SHA. Currently, we are having so many challenges with SHA. One, you might go to the hospital, you are told, we cannot maybe treat you in this medical cover, maybe with even, I don't know which one, maybe Brita, more CIC, or...
We have covered our staff with AR.
Yeah, so that is what I was asking. What if the other members who are willing to give full contribution, should that be...
Came through Kenya Meteorological Department. Those of you who know Mr. Kahuga, he is the one who has been driving this process. Some of the members are covered here. What he is saying, can we, because of the SHA now, can we now incorporate the rest of the members? And the answer is yes. In fact, for me, I've just come back because of that problem. I've just initiated by KMD all of us can be able to? So the answer is yes. So Dennis, CEO, any member who wants to join that cover, please. Also wages, if you want to cover yourself 10 million, also the higher the rate is. So you will be given a range of choices so that you are able to choose, and then you are able to endorse, and an invoice will be brought. There's already called incentives for those of us who are exiting the service. Let me tell you, you are better off with Wanaanga than being alone outside there. One, I can say this with a lot of authority. This is not the time you go for development. This is a time you are supposed to look for yourself. Sinikweli, you require small money. Not huge money to do big projects. Apana, kama hukufanya hiyo at 50 or below, forget about it. So, these small things that you can do. How many years is he? Still doing, if you're strong enough, and you still have very strong members outside there, even at 7 and above, who are doing big things. We have our product in terms of the collaterals. Be it your title deed, be it your car logbook, be it not living. I'm not leaving Wanaanga any time because I know the benefits, and you better join me. Robert, it was a provision, not a write-off. And I hope that less the matter. I wanted, some members, because you understand the accounts and everything, but some members may not understand the society. So it's a provision, not a write-off. Okay, and the auditor knows better than myself. The core banking system, 2008, when we acquired that system, it was around $1 million plus then. Today, with the same dollar and the currencies, things have changed, and the new features. So this system, as we talk, we were lucky, I would say, because you'll be surprised. I don't want them to say, but I know. But I want to say that we are lucky. For us, with the negotiation team that we had, and with the kind of experience that we had, it was also provided in a budget for this kind of activity to move on. You also talked about a delegate system, what we call representatives. And the way KMD is going, the informal sector are overtaking. They are overtaking the formal sector. In fact, if you look at the membership of Wanaanga right now, and I showed the graph during we were not having hybrid system where members were able to come and even be able to know what's happening. So it's a discussion that can still have the representative, and I throw back to the board to see the viability of the same moving forward. Yes, Buster? Okay. I see. I think he has got a point. We need the market team, the HR should be able to look at that and see the reasons why some members are not able to be with us. Karibu sana, madam. Okash, yes, EBF for our shoe. So if they over rely on us, they may never grow. No, it's 25. And 25 is good enough. Even covers, they say, unless it's depending on you and it's in school. So, but we can still, maybe, if things are changing, we can still look at that policy, maybe put it a bit. Yes, we need to be in tune with this young generation. That is why we have introduced products like Wanapam. Tell them that at a comfort, even if you are enjoying yourself, wherever they earn, and the bill has gone up, Nahuna Yakiruku will be gone. And it's not only us. We were in with the CIC team, and that's the same question was being raised. What are we doing to respond to the needs of the young generation that we have? So I can say with our confidence that with this now migration that we have moved on. So I think those were the main questions. The rest, of course, some came through online, but what we are going to do is that we are going to reply them. We are going to have a matrix and respond to them so that we don't spend so much time on this. So we are planned. You may take advantage of that, and you will be able to respond accordingly. I thank you. Yes, I'm told that our partners want to leave CIC, and they had wanted 1 minute before we call the supervisory chair to come and give their report. We are lucky. We have ladies from CIC. Congratulations, ladies. Jipigieni makofi.
All protocol observed. Thank you very much for the opportunity. The day is so long, there's so much.
There and saying something to our members. Members, we really appreciate. As we were progressing, we also have the cooperative office, which is now the mother ministry, also represented here. They'll have the opportunity maybe to be able to say something. Now to come and represent their report. Meanwhile, I'll assure the online that we are sampling your questions, and at least some of them are going to be reacted on the podium. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Mary Kurgat, and I'm the secretary to the supervisory committee. My chairman, Mr. John Guyo, is joining online virtually because of duties away from Nairobi in the northeastern county. And our honorable member, a team to the supervisory committee, Mr. Henry Sese, is also here. Maybe he can wave. So I take this opportunity on behalf of the supervisory committee. I am honored to welcome you to the 43rd annual general meeting of Wanaanga Sacco and to present to you our supervisory report for the year 2024. Your presence here, members, reflects a strong commitment to our Sacco's growth and good governance. We thank you for continued trust and support. The mandate for supervisory committee, which played its oversight role throughout the year 2024, and it remains steadfast in promoting transparency, integrity, compliance, hence ensuring that the Sacco's safety, soundness, and compliance with policies, laws, and regulations were observed. Supervisory committee ensured that all transactions were accurate, honest, aligned with the Cooperative Societies Act, SASRA, bylaws of the Sacco, and also the internal Sacco policies. Supervisory committee's emphasis were on areas such as internal borrowing, loan disbursement and recovery, The Supervisory Committee highlighted key audit issues, recommended improvements, and fostered a culture of integrity through transparency and accountability in order to safeguard members' interests. And Supervisory Committee commends the board for implementing most areas that needed improvements as recommended by the Supervisory Committee in the year 2024. I will go to the Sacco performance overview in the year 2020. Experienced members' exits due to various factors, including retirements, and a total member of 58 exited the Sacco during the year under review. And despite this setback, we commend the board for successfully recruiting 94 new members within the city, noted an improvement in income from approximately Kenya shillings 176 million in the year 2023 to Kenya shillings 188 million approximately in the year 2024 to boost income and long-term sustainability of the Sacco. On expenditure, the board's budgetary oversight committee is commended, especially in aligning spending with the Sacco policy. Supervisory committee appreciates the board for acting on their recommendations throughout the year and recommends that a more vigorous and immediate policy review is essential to align expenditure with financial performance, and that affected our income from loans, which then went down by about 1.5 million. That's from 159 million approximately in the year 2023 to about 158 million in the year 2024. Wanaanga Sacco loans in the year 2024. That's a small number. Just a quarter of us took loans in the year 2024. And our question to members is, where did we then seek our financial needs from? Is it from other financial institutions? And as your committee then challenges and encourages all members to make greater use of the Sacco's loan products. They are competitively priced and member-friendly. Increased borrowing boosts income, ensures the Sacco's growth, and improves the dividend payout to all members. And you can see the figures there. There was a slight decrease from 89 million approximately to about 84 million. Therefore, the Supervisory Committee urges the loanees to ensure that they pay their loans promptly to avoid extra charges, which comes from to strengthen our capital base and reduce over-reliance on fixed depositors. Strong shareholding increases the Sacco's lending power and sustainability. Let us all and acknowledges the intent to modernize the system as recommended by the Supervisory Committee. We urge the board to fast-track the digitalization of the registry for improved service delivery to members. On the strategic plan, the Supervisory Committee acknowledges the board continuous regular monitoring and evaluation of the implementation of the strategic plan to ensure the Sacco remains on track. We also We are also presenting to you on Wanaanga Sacco staff. And here, the supervisory committee appreciates the whole mutual respect and understanding when dealing with the staff. This boosts their morale and also their productivity. The chairman in the SACCO, because by updating your next of kin, it actually prevents future misunderstandings, delays, or legal disputes regarding to benefits or claims in the unfortunate event of illness or death. Keeping this information current ensures that and information. The supervisory committee appreciates the new co-banking system because it has a ticketing structure for tracking reports, reported member complaints and inquiries. ATM services, which we also encourage our members to apply for ATMs for those who have not applied. Members also who have not collected their cards are encouraged to do so from the SACCO office as soon as possible. This is for the convenience of the members. And soon, the payments of dividends will be accessed and pick their cards. Finally, the supervisory committee urges all members to continue with the spirit of saving more, borrowing wisely, investing prudently, and repaying promptly for a healthy society that will meet your current and future financial needs. May the
Thank you, Supervisory Committee, for the report. Now accept the report or reject the report. We need to, before we discuss that report, and we would also maybe give a reaction on the same than not allowing you to comment. Any comment, appreciation for this?
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Elizabeth, and about that report which has been given.
Member number?
2985. We have been told about good. We can say that we agree with the report, but we have a problem. Me, I'm one bitter member, and Mr. Muriuki knows that. About my loan. At my age, nimechukua loan kwa miaka mingi hapa. Na sijawahi fuatilia hapa kwa ofisi for my loan to be deducted. Loan yangu iko supposed kuisha hii mwezi, lakini naonyeshwa itaisha December. I don't understand. I'm a very bitter. Tuambie watoto wetu waingie hapa. But already my children wamesikia.
Voice my reaction to that report on two things. One is on the mention of the prompt servicing of the loans. The chairman also as a surety when the loans were given. That report has talked about prompt servicing of the loans, and I want to speak to something related to what has just spoken to. Suppose you have been given a loan has been advanced to you, commencement date is stated maybe, and it's supposed to be done through check-off for those who are, and then you only realize that it has been extended, and then there's a penalty levied on it. I would like that to come out clearly. I think it could be related to what he's talking about.
Thank you, Chair. I want to commend the
the supervisory report. But I want to say that the supervisory, don't praise them so much. Waswahili wanasema ukiwasifu sana mgema ukimsifu sana tembo akaweka maji, si ndio? So don't praise them so much. I want to comment on the loan uptake. And from the report is that the loan uptake has gone down. I know that the chairman, I think even a shopkeeper is glad when the products in the shelf are moving out, so that you bring some new products and you sell out and you make more profits. What I want to comment on is that we have young people, so that you empty your shelves to these people. Because they are employed by the government will not stop functioning tomorrow, and they will be put off of the payroll. Then even when they retire, they will have nothing. And you know, when someone is coming for a loan, he has already known how much is going to be out of the pay slip. So because my income is no longer, is now fluctuating, isn't it? It's fluctuating. So I'm kindly requesting, look at these Gen Zs of what was his net salary. You must be enjoying. So look at these Gen Zs. When we are talking of the risk, look at where the risk is high and where the risk is low. I remember one gentleman applied for, so you have guaranteed so and so, you have guaranteed so and so, so we cannot give you that much. So you see, these are the issues. So relook again the loan appraisal. Thank you.
Member number 1229, what's happening, and if possible, issue a statement. Recently, when I think they were working on the system, there were something. Okay, it has been explained here by Rick that loan arrears means, you know, we didn't know what loan arrears meant. But you see, everybody's getting a message, you have a loan arrears. So people, that you are late in paying a loan, then people will understand. Rather than people make a lot of noise, and when we are making those noise, sometimes we discuss them with our agencies as or catch seed. And when they hear us complaining that way, they say, then joining Wanaanga.
And the last one, unless there's somebody else, then we can react to those.
Thank you very much, Chairman. First, I have to recognize young members of Wanaanga. Can you stand up? We see you, these young ones. Yeah? So I think to manage this, according to me, might be simple. If I refuse to die and I retire, because I know there's something that I'm supposed to be given, that money, and I go back to Mr. Steve of himself. Number two, ATM, I think now it is outdated. We don't want to carry money in our pockets. I don't know whether we have in banking, where it goes direct to your phone and then you start transacting through your phone. Thank you.
Thank you. I think to be answered. But maybe on what Mr. Okachi is saying about the insurance of the old age or the exit, insurance cannot be carried forward, because if you refuse to die, somebody else dies and that multiplication went to that person. So it
some of them. Yeah, thank you again. And karibuni the Gen Zs. We are happy when we see you because you are the future. Yes, Wanaanga should be. That's an administrative issue and we are going to handle it administratively. And the CEO has taken it personally. And I believe it can still be solved today. I'm still getting some questions even and asked. These are people who are capable of paying, lakini they default. What is the SACCO doing? Why do they default? Let me tell you, if you decide to default, you are just a criminal. Si ni kweli? It is not easy because you might be seeing that person even walking around here. Anatembea tu na unamwona tu. What am I supposed to do? You know, in the corporate movement, it's very simple. You, as the guarantor, the first thing that we do is that if you have any deposit with us, that deposit is removed and credited to your loan account, you reduce it. Of course, even before we go to the guarantor, we use the debt correctors because that's the legal mechanism which is around in a system. So the debt corrector will follow, and if by any means we normally go to the tribunal. Yes, cooperative tribunal. And a judgment is made that Okash, I'm just giving an example, yeah, or Gujiri has refused to pay this loan. Can you go and trace what does Gujiri has? You see, that's another task. By the time you go that process, the SACCO is suffering. So we have already said, let them learn concurrently. Because the court process and those processes may take long, the guarantor, straightforward issue of saying that somebody is capable and somebody is walking around here and the chairman, you are seeing this person, why are you deducting me? It is a bit of a challenge. The cooperative movement was made on trust. But you have seen of late, that trust, sometimes, guarantor, who is still alive? And I said, if you are dead, CIC takes it up. But when you are still alive and enjoying life, honestly speaking, that is not fair. Let me remind you that in our new core banking system that you have just launched today, if a member defaults in a loan within 3 months, the notice, the message guaranteed, and how much, and how the member is also paying there. So it's also your responsibility, as good as the person is your friend. Log in the system, see whether it's Gojiri is paying the loan that you guaranteed, so that we help each other. I think that is an area that all of us, and I know the credit committee are here, I know the kind of challenge. Actually, we call it humanitarian ground. So you are saying when you are placing, we want to ensure that the member get the full amount of loan. If you apply for $1 million, it don't give you 900,000. But let me tell you, each and every game has got a rule. So and so, and disadvantaging there, so and so. So I would also wish, even as we become more human, the members themselves, they ensure that they comply. If it's a loan that requires a multiplier number of shares or share deposits, ensure that you have it. If you want an emergency loan, some people treat emergency in various forms. Somebody may take a loan and then you go to corner and you say that I'm treating myself as an emergency. Emergency, as per defined as per the bylaws and the loan policy, they will tell you they are classified. So I hate this loan. So, and you don't want to manipulate the system. So really comply, and then we be able to help each other. But we still remain very, very human in all the circumstances that we have. Yes, Robert.
The thing is this. When you look at the shares of this particular member, he qualifies. When you look at the ability to pay, he qualifies. When you look at the stability of the continuous payment, able to invest at the early years of their working time, the issue that we bring in that you guaranteed so and so, and so and so, and so and so, so that you are not able to give this person the loan. This is what we should.
Okay. We just recruited them the other day, and we are giving them what we call Karibu loan. Because what we are talking about is credit rating. These are guys who are already in the payroll. Hata kama wameingia and they have not saved, has got a high credit rating. And we know this person is able to pay the loan. Even if the guarantee is not enough, you can still go ahead and give them. That's what the bank does. We do consider all the factors to ensure that whatever loan that you have applied for is given. Somebody has asked online, when is the dividends being given? I want to assure you that once they are passed today is Friday. I think, and I mentioned AAR group CAFA, I said if you want, just communicate with the office, the CEO is there and his team, you choose the option that you want, and you'll be given an invoice, and to that extent, you'll just be able to join. It's just as simple as that idea. Because instead of you coming and filling those next of kin form, why don't it be put online to the system such that members are able to update? Thank you. I think, to me, that should be implemented like yesterday, and I hope the board the way forward as we move forward. So, boosted, I think this was the supervisory, the own ideas. Yes, when we launched this core banking, the system is able to see that if you are, that is how we are able to manage that kind of a process. Migration is not easy. Change is not easy. But with you supporting us, I'm sure people are sorted out and they are happy. And I request that we continue supporting each other and supporting Wanaanga. Asante. On, maybe 1 minute so that we move on to the next agenda item. As we said, he had given his apology. He's due to work-related work. He's in Northeastern. Guyo?
Yes, good morning. Yes, when we say that the circle is stable, what we mean that the circle is operating in a sound and sustainable manner. And all react a bit on Mr. Mukove that when we have an outcry of members, and I appreciate that he recognizes that we work for the members as the watchdogs, and what we do, we actually run to the circle and we find out what is happening, and we even call some members. But what I can want the members to know is that the supervision, whatever we communicate through WhatsApp groups as the watchdog of the circle, is taken as the true state of the circle. So instead of communicating in such an official platforms, we usually call members.
John, I think you are sound and clear, and thank you so much for the input and the clarification you have done. We are moving on with the agenda, and I'm at agenda number 7. Possibly take us through the audited account. Welcome, Bwana Auditor.
Chairman, all protocol observed. Is now my time to give you a report on what you asked me to do a year ago. I want to appreciate you all for choosing to work with Nelson and Francis, LLP. Come. Yeah. Chairman, it's my first time to work with Wanaanga Sacco, and I want to appreciate for making that decision to put that weight on us. My name is FCPA Nelson Korir.
Board of Directors, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Kevin Kemboy, audit team from Nelson and Francis. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. I will, before I read the audit report, which will be done by, give a take home on each area of interest in your financials. And then I will read the audit report. Sinamnayo. Hey. So I will ask them to put the statistical information table. And I think whoever is handling this, statistical information table. And like kidogo, page 3, eh? Page 3. Good. Statistical information table, members, is containing your data on your activities, particularly assets and liabilities, from the time this started operation to date. It's accumulative data. And from that table, you can see there are 2 columns, one for 2023 and one for 2024. It tells you the progress the society has gone through over the years. It's a 2-year table. And I think things have been changing in the environment in which we are operating. And we are still discussing with management to improve it to 5-year table so that you can put on your laps how your society has been the last 5 years. But it's a journey, we haven't gone right yet. We're still discussing with management to move from 2 years to 5 years. But at a glance, you can even see the total assets. We had 1.261 billion last year, and the current year is almost the same. And I'll explain briefly why we're in that situation. And the German has explained a lot of things. But I want to give you a take home on this table. One item is good the government regulated our business. I know some of you may not be aware. The first credit societies was started in 1970-71. I was a member at that time. They were not regulated. Today, we are regulated, and we are also guided by best practice. We have given you, we are going to take you through on this. I'll just mention a few things. And I want to ask Chairman, this area of financial, statistical table and others require some facilitation in other forums, not this one. Because we are just telling you what happened in 2023 and 2024. Delinquency is standing at around 9.6, say 10%, and it's almost the same also during the current year. It means the condition of your loan book has some doubt. The government has put a cap. It's good to appreciate what is contained here. If the liquidity is not right, your growth is retarded. The shilling must be spin. You know, you spin the shilling. Hey, when you spin the shilling, you are actually giving our loans, you generate income. And I'll come to do what you want to do as you borrow them. So that area is very important. You realize the assets have, You were at 1.2 last year and 1.2 this year. It is take a lot of time on that area. The other indices, chairman has covered them well, but mine was to talk about liquidity. Pila shilingi, na kwa ngumu. Kama imeingia weevils, it will be difficult to spin the shilling. Lakini mnajaribu sana. I want to give you credit. You are supporting each other to have grown from, I don't know when it was started, chairman, this Savo? 7 page 8. And this is income. Income. You know, you spin the shilling. When you give loans, you are actually generating credit. Oh, 1. So, there is an improvement. But you can do better if you have better liquidity. So, and I want to say, if you look at this table again, you generated 187 million, 50%, about 50% of that 187 million, you as form of returns, remuneration. So one item which takes almost 50% of your 100 shilling is what we give, is what the management, how much you generated and where did this money go. So 50% ilikuja kwenu, singine ni administration ya office. Namna hiyo na kutakuwa na balance. And chairman, when he was talking to you, I was listening. Well, serikali anasema iwe 8%. So there is a struggle to reach 8%. And again, let's have a collective effort along those lines to watch the indices which are driving. Sometimes we are going up, sometimes we come down. But it's been put well by the chairman. It is an adjustment. Ikae mahali, so when some windfall comes, it will be offset and the balance is returned to you the way it was put to the chairman. So income statement communicates loudly about how much you generated and where the money was of managing liquidity. Because when you don't manage it, we make a provision. Ile pesa ambayo ingekuja kwenu inaenda chini. Ukitaka kulipa, provision imeenda ya Cusco imekula. Provision ya pesa ambayo hamchalipa inaenda chini. So but all the same, just from my heart and also from what is here. The other issues I would like to look at, I'll go quickly, is the balance sheet. Page 9. I'll go through quickly, Chairman, if with your permission. This one I can ask the...
I think at the end of the day, members will have a take-home with me, and with your permission, Chair, allow me to take you through the statement of financial position, and this is on balance sheet. And I read assets, cash and cash equivalent, decreasing from 927.4 million in 2023 to 855.6 million in 2024. Quartet investment in non-cooperative institution, that is not 15. Restricted funds decreasing from 6 million to 5.6 million in 2024. We have intangible assets also increasing this from 16.4 million to 15.4 million. Hence, total assets remaining almost the same at 1.2 billion in 2023 and 2024. On liquidity, decreasing from 32.5 million in 2023 to 31.7 million in 2024. We have proposed dividends also remaining almost the same at 16.4 million in 2023 and 16.8 million in 2024. On trade and other payables, it also to 3.8 million in 2024. On liquidity, members, we have our equity, statutory reserve funds also increasing from 53.3 million in 2023 to 57.5 million in 2024. We have capital reserve also remaining the same at 18.2 million in 2023 and 2024. We have retained surplus in 24.
Yes, yes, members, thank you, Kevin. Briefly, wakati mwingine kupanda mlima ni ngumu, wakati mwingine ni rahisi. So this table here we've been given for 2 years inaonyesha mahali, kuna mahali tunaenda vizuri, kuna mahali inaonyesha liquidity. I can also see you are the main beneficiaries kwa hii maneno hii hapa. Very good. You should clap yourself. Yeah. You are the 50% of your efforts, whatever revenue here, iko sawa. So, Chairman, mutapanda mlima. Sitaki kutisha kusema kuna mlima mutapanda, lakini wakati mwingine ni ngumu. But, so.
Allow me to take you through our auditor's report. That is on page 5. And I read, we have audited the accompanying statement of Wanaanga Saving and Credit Society Limited set out on page 8 to page 29, 10 ended, and a summary of significant accounting policy and other explanatory notes. In our opinion, the financial statement gives a true and fair view of the state of society financial affairs as 31st December 2024. The results of these operations and cut our audit in accordance with International Standard on Auditing, that is ISA. Our responsibility under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibility for the audit of financial statements section of our report. We are independent of the society according with International Ethics Standard Board of requirement applicable to perform the audit of financial statements in Kenya. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide basis of our opinion. Our audit of financial statement for the current period. The matters were raised in context of our audit for the society financial statement as a whole and in forming our opinion thereon. We do not provide a separate opinion on these matters. Audit key matter number 1. We also perform the substantive process of procedure relating to provisioning. We also recalculate the provisioning. We further focus on the adequacy of the SACCO computation and disclosure about the loan impairment and the related debt, and this is how it was addressed. We assess the inherent default risk in various loan products and other financial instruments. We further focus on evaluation of other alternative measures taken by the management to mitigate accounting and disclosure of financial metrics that measure the stability and strength of the society. We review Wanaanga ratios depict low performance on delinquency ratios at 9.93% against the minimum requirement of 5% that is required by the address. We assess the inherent default risk in various loan products and other financial instruments. We also compute and recompute on the prudential ratios and confirm the management strategy in addressing non-performance of ratios to any future risks. Through the chair, we report to you that financial statements are in agreement with the books of account kept by the society, and based on our audit, nothing has come to our attention that cause us to believe that the society business has not been conducted in accordance with the provision of the Kenyan Cooperative Society Act made by the society at annual general meeting, and God bless.
So, Chairman, allow me just 1 minute, just 1 minute before I sit down. What I've done, despite all the things we have said, when I put on a scale, the issues were mentioned, tumewachia CEO na bodi yake. Haikufika uzito, so you can now climb the hill. Nilisema mwende mpande mlima. I've given a clean report. Kuna kitu naitwa key audit matters. Hii key audit matters ni clean. Lakini please listen to what he has said about the loan book. And the chairman has also talked about it. Thank you so much. Naomba kazi ya mwaka ya 2025. Thank you so much.
Now it is we to accept what he has done or let him go with it. By that I mean we need to propose and second the audited account. From there on we can be able to discuss them together. So I need a proposer and a seconder, then from there we move on. I think we are now on with our audited account. Nelson, we are very happy, and now it now belongs to you. You can now be able to discuss it, agree with it, amend it, or do whatever you would wish to do with it. So, honorable members, Robert, wake up so that you can be seen and be given a microphone.
To be read to the members.
Makofi.
Thank you. You have taken us through very well. I wished we had more time so that you could put us through fully. I was glad the way you took us through the loan delinquency. And I don't know which animal you used. Weevils, eh? Ziko mahali lakini ni sawa. But the chairman, the CEO, please take note of that. You also talked of the and this is what can be used also to take care of our employees, because we shall have got our money back. But what about the staff? So it is important that you have brought this thing out very clearly. Thank you. You are my senior, FCPA. I know most of you probably don't understand. Not very old in the profession. But I'm also a member of ISIFA. I'm member number 513. So when you present these papers, it really flows into me.
And you would not have gone and challenged it if you are not correct. But I'm happy that in law they call them land friend, isn't it? I don't know how you call yourself in accounting professions. I think that's good. Any other comment, please?
Na huyu wanafanana bana. Hebu angalie. They look alike, huh? Yeah, they look. Yeah. Okay. Auditor.
Any question maybe before he starts to say something on what our colleague has said? Any other reaction? Even online, then I'll give you an opportunity to say something.
Effort management and this important organ which appointed me to say what I've said. In fact, I was empowered by you to talk what I'm talking about. So it is, the issues are manageable. We sorted out. So similarly, political, but there are areas. You have to be more innovative in some areas, you know, and so forth and so forth. But you saw when I reading the statement, it's like you are on a 2-year table, but I know I can read you 5 years, where you were 5 years ago. But I'll support them to realize their dreams. And I say the SACCO has been, is just like the SACCO. I was a member in 1971. It was about 7 years old. I was a young.
Yeah, we are also monitoring on those who are online, and it's only one question which has come through. Somebody has asked, what's the cost of loan reduction reduction in members' deposit. The cost of the reduction in the members' deposit. Yes, there is a slight reduction, as you have seen from the, and perhaps go work with it before the pension comes. And that's what I was actually appealing to the members, that even if you are employed formally and you have retired from the civil, so retain your deposits so that we don't appear to be decreasing, but rather increasing. And on the other hand, we also increase our marketing strategy so that, like these young men that you just saw today, usimameni tena muonekane. These Gen Zs that we just, yes. So give them another clap of hands. So yeah, you can sit down now. With this kind of incoming young generation, I'm confident that.
Thank you, Chairman, for that clarification. We are not very much in time. We are not very late. We are not very early. Now, I'm on number 8 agenda. Consideration and adoption of the proposed payment of dividends, rebates on deposits and honoraria. I don't know whether zote tuchukue tupeleke wapi. It boosts our base so that we become stronger. That it is you people to decide. So it is you people to decide on what you want to do with it, or we have Gen Zs wamekuja jana. We can also give them that money to start a life with, isn't it? Rebates or deposits, and honoraria. Before you think of them, you consider to adopt. If you deny that you don't want them, then we return them. But after we adopt, if that statement is good. Who's seconding him? Then we can be able to Stella. So now you give a direction. Where do you want them to go? Huh? Umpatie microphone. Where do you want this?
Kama kawaida mkononi. Asante.
Yeah. The member 5194. Thank you. We go to number 9. Chairman, a question for you. Yes. They have already accepted, proposed, and adopt when?
Now going back to school on Monday. And you know we are very efficient because right now we only create your account wherever you are, even if you're in abroad. You have the ATM card, isn't it? So that money we endeavor that we pay them on Monday.
Number 9, consideration and adoption of the budget for the year 2026, and I'll give this opportunity to our treasurer to take us through his proposals on the budget. Bwana Treasurer, sir.
Allow me to take us through the budget for the year 2025. Like any other budget, it has two components, the income and the expenses. And in preparation of this budget, we considered the actual expenditure. This had been shared. I propose that I concentrate on the actual 2024 and the proposed so that I move a bit faster. Yes. So the interest from investments, the actual was 5 million. We are proposing 5.6 for the year 2026. Interest from fixed deposits, the actual was 21 million. We propose 17 million. Other incomes came to 2.2 million. Proposed budget is 3 million. Interest from loans, 2025 actual was 158 million. We are proposing 176 million. This is expected to give us a total income in 2026 of 201 million against when you compare it to the actual 2024. The proposed expenditure is on the last column, as I said. The actual salaries and wages was 21 million in 2024. Proposed is 21.5 million. NSSF employee contribution in 2024, we spent 319,000. We propose, or we are budgeting 400,000. Affordable housing employer, this is the part that the employer contributes. In the year 2024, it was 2 million. Depreciation was 1.5 actual in 2024. Our budget, the proposed budget is 2 million. Audit services, actual was 400,000. The proposed one is 500,000. System audit service, we did not have any this. Okay. So next year we intend to undertake system audit. It's still new, but it should be done next year. Interest on deposits, this is the main expenditure, 51 million actual in 2024. We propose 56 million for the coming year. Insurance actual was 9.7, 300,000. Members education, 300,000, 2024. We are proposing 2 million because we intend to carry out some members education. Staff training, the actual was 556,000. We are proposing 600,000. Printing and stationery, 710. We are proposing 900,000. Affiliation to other organizations, we are proposing 4 million. Telephone storage and, telephone, postage and internet, 1 million. We are proposing 900,000. Subsistence expenses was 3.3, and we are proposing 1,000. Ushirika Day celebrations, 186,000 is what was the actual amount. We are budgeting for 700,000. Software contract, this is the annual maintenance contract. The actual was 221,000, but with the implementation of the new banking system, we have to provide slightly more. The proposed amount is 1.3 thousand. We propose 1 million. Dividend processing was slightly above 1 million. We are maintaining the same for 2026. Provision for loan loss was 3 million. We are proposing 4 million. Provision for bad debts and other receivables was 3.9, and we are proposing 4 million. On legal for 2026 is 400,000. Apex body activities, 943 was the actual. 1 million is the proposed figure. Sasra deposit levy and license was 1.7. The proposed one is 2 million. This is a proportion of remittance expense. This is the amount that is charged for processing of salaries. The actual was 447,000. We are providing, or rather budgeting for 700,000. Workshop seminars and seminars, 26, because we will have paid off the rest of the amounts. Digital loan services, 675,000 was the actual. The budgeted amount is 800,000. So this brings a total of expenditure of 150,000 in the year 2020,000. The expected rebates on members' deposits is expected to be 32 million compared to the actual 2024, which is 31. The surplus that we are projecting is 19.5 million as compared to the surplus in 2024.
That is the budget to enable the SACCO move forward with the operations, because without a budget, you can't operate. A proposer and a seconder, both online and those who are here on the budget, to allow us discuss it. I see a hand on the other side. Give a mic. I see a hand on the other side. 913. So I think now that is our proposed budget by our treasurer, and for any reaction on the budget is allowed because we have already taken it. Faster.
Now, Chairman, through you, let me report that last year, if it's an indicator to go by, then I don't know whether we are doing well in marketing. There's a time we saw some small advertisement on social media. I don't know whether it was social or electronic media. 50,000, 500,000. 500 to 1 million. Then we know, is it something that is going to help this society, or it's something that we are just going to put there so that it goes? Because I think we had given a window for people to see.
Another reaction from members. We are discussing the budget. Is there a member there?
Okay, mine is, and of late actually, there isn't a lot of fanfare on Ushirika Day like it used to be. So are we going to have to get it back to where it was, because nowadays it's like a private affair? Thank you.
That's a good question on the Ushirika Day. Will be answered.
Yes, again, thank you, members. We have seen those who are also online. Maybe I start with them. They may feel that we are only concentrating on those who are physically here, but somebody online has asked about the issue of the gratuity, that we are spending some money, close to 3 million on, and this is the money that is taken to their pension. So it's usually given continuously of the basic salary. But then that money is taken to their pension scheme. So I think that clarifies to the online member who was asking about that part of the gratuity. The issue of the Ushirika Day, yes, there's a slight increase as per the budget which is being proposed. There are even nominations for the SACCOs, how they are performing. But the physical participation did not take place, and we know that it's going to happen this year. I know you used to have, my friend is to tell this board that we need to come back. They need to be plowed. So I think that may justify, and we have to plan for it. We are trying always and means of reaching to new members. And one way, if you want to reach these young fellows, you have to use our social media platforms. Currently, Wanaanga is in all the three. I don't know how many. The nation. At a reasonable cost, we are able to get some airtime. And that also brings out what is this animal called Wanaanga. And to that extent, even interested members who are away from us, some of them told me, yes, we are going to bring fixed deposit there. And indeed, yes, they brought. Yeah. So even joining the same. So I think marketing strategies have to be very dynamic. And with your support, because you are also a champion. Wherever you are, if you talk positive about
properly addressed. Or this one, Mike.
Thank you very much, Chairman. There's one thing.
We are shareholders with the Co-Bank and the COP holding. Would you want to say something? Please go ahead.
Hamjambo Wanaanga. Nikisema Wanaanga mnasema ya moto, sijui yenu ni gani. Wanaanga.
The Rising Stars.
Great. Cooperative Bank we run, as I started in the morning, I told you we are owned by the Cooperative Movement of Kenya. And out of this, 65% of the bank is owned by the cooperatives. As such, they have elected delegates to represent those who have needy and bright students who are not able to, maybe by then it was going to secondary school and such. So they came with a formula where each and every delegate, he'll be given a form. Every year he's given a form. And we have over 400 delegates in the country, and that's what have been happening for several years down the line. I want to appreciate that the bank has fully been footing the bills for those children by the business we are doing with your SACCOs. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much, COP. I don't want to add because he had finished everything. I go to the 10th agenda for last year. You have an opportunity, if you still want him, you also have an authority to give a proposal for another one that you would want of accounts. Members, Mike, here.
Ametuelezea kwa jina kwa ile low level, tumeunderstand the audits. Me, I think he's a good guy. Thank you very much.
So you are proposing?
Proposing.
I ended it. Okay.
What I'm getting from him is giving him a green bill of health. Oh, give him, then just give him.
Thank you for this opportunity. I think since it's a 3-year term, let him finish his term. So I second.
Excuse me. Thank you. Member number? On my second last agenda, this goes now to elections of officials, as was read by the secretary, and it is a normal practice that every year members retire. And I leave this position now to our bosses, that is now the Ministry of Cooperatives.
Thank you very much, Chair and your board. Allow me to make a few remarks before I get into the elections. I have come with a team. One is online, Hilary Musina, whom you know very well, and Florence Akinyi. Just wave. My name is Dolphin Aremo, the County Director of Cooperatives in Nairobi City County. I appreciate the new members, and so we will celebrate Ushirika Day in a big way, and I expect to see you there in your beautiful t-shirts. Our role in the county is to register cooperatives, promote them and grow them, and that's why we work with you on a daily basis. Chairman, I want to appreciate your performance. I know you don't have very high growth, but you have explained that you had quite a number who retired. Specific Cusco had a serious challenge last year. It has been in existence for 52 years, but for the last 7 years, it was incurring some losses. Unfortunately, was declaring some surplus. We learned a lot through that, Chair. Only give the members last week. A team was elected because the interim boards came to an end. And so I want to confirm that the government supports the revival of Cusco. The way forward is that Cusco will be registered as a federation to do what it was meant to do, which was advocacy lobby. When it is registered as a federation, the CFF, the Central Finance Fund, will also be registered with a separate board to be regulated by SASRA. You remember the questions were, where was SASRA when Cusco was going down? It is now before the Senate. Once concluded, we'll be able to benefit from that document because it will give us a platform to have shared services. Shared services simply mean that there will be inter-SACCO lending and borrowing. If you need to borrow, then you can easily go to SACCO A, SACCO B to borrow. It will also operate, Mr. Chairman, with the Gen Zs, how they organized us and disorganized us, we couldn't have the Ushirika Day. We learned a lot of lessons that we need to embrace them into the movement, and I'm happy that you have quite a number who have joined. And design products that suits them. It should go towards the savings. We'll be going to elections. I have been with this society for quite some time, and I want to say that this society has really matured. This is not the meetings that we used to have in the past. We are the chairman. So allow me to take this opportunity to take you through the elections in the interest of time. The deadline for cooperatives meetings is 30th of April. And today happens to be a busy day. Today and tomorrow will be very busy. From here, I know the officers are also going for other meetings, and I will also be joining them. We have John Mwiruri. There he is. And we have Martin Olo. Those are the board members who are retiring today, eligible for re-election, but there is one who did not apply. The leadership apply in advance to the vetting committee, which vetting committee is chaired by my office. Because of my busy office, I can appoint any of my officers to do that on my behalf. And of course, the CEO is the secretary, and the other two. Where's Vincent? Is he present or? Yes, Vincent remains standing. You know, when you are new, we want to get used to your face. And John Mweruri. Where's John Mweruri? Yes. I think you can come here so that you are seen well, eh? Because I'm now bringing you back to the members. Kindly come. Come in front. So members, this time, we have 3 vacant positions. We'll be writing. Starting with Charles Ngunjiri. Who is proposing Charles Ngunjiri? Yes, microphone. We want the microphone to move. Who is proposing Charles Ngunjiri? Yes, at the center. You just stand up and propose.
Mr. Charles, and I'm member number 5104. My name is Frederick Muganda.
Yes, who is seconding? Yes.
I'm seconding David Oko, member 1731.
Thank you.
Numbers 5105.
Very good. Seconded, and I want to look at all sides. Don't concentrate in one area. Ninaanza kuambiwa nimefanya rigging. Huku upande pia. Okay, there you are.
Membership number 5459. I'm Collins Alukwe. I second John Mwiruri.
Very good. Candidate number 3, Vincent Oduk. Very good.
Oduk.
And she attends all AGMs. Every AGM I meet her here. Second.
My name's Amos Mubama. 1335.
1335.
Yeah.
Members, they have all been proposed and seconded. I now want to take this opportunity to declare them fully elected. Congratulations. Very good. Now we go to the supervisory committee. Supervisory committee, we have Mary Kurgat. Mary Kurgat, come here in front. Yes. Mary Kurgat is before you. Sis?
And Lawrence Musamali, 1253.
You are seconding.
Thank you.
Very good. Mary Kurgat is fully elected. Thank you very much. Chairman, we want to thank this society. Elections today was very easy. I didn't have to go through any stress. I didn't have to bring so many people. Receive.
Yeah, thank you, Director Remo. You have been a good partner with us. You have journeyed with us, and we really appreciate the work that is being done for her. And for that matter, I also want to thank the members. Nasema asanteni sana, mbarikiwe. You have given us a lot of confidence. You have really made. We will commit to make this circle great. It is our duty to ensure that members are served properly, efficiently, and in a manner that they are going to enjoy. We are always available in case you come to the office and you are not very happy with what, and ensure that our members are happy with the services that you'll be getting. Also, ensure that you also support us so that we are, all of us move. Who has been my vice chairman? Nimze, he has been with this circle and journeyed with you. He has been our MC for this AGM. And now you know whom I'm talking to. I'm talking also. So it's not easy. And there's a decision that giving or delegating the younger generation is also the way forward. And when they show the interest, we also pave the way. So we are on our exit as we leave this younger team to come. Prepare yourself psychologically and otherwise, you are the future leaders. Yes? 21. I'm almost adding, Give him a clap. He voluntarily said that he has worked enough, and there are other people who you also have to look at your health. So, beside that, even after he retired, he did not remove his deposit. He has continued supporting the circle, and he has even gone to a higher promotion at the county of Kisumu as the Director of Environment. He exit this position and give us his wisdom moving forward. Karibu sana Martin.
Habari zenu. Sasa nimekuja kama raia. I worked in this department for over 40 years. When I joined in 1980, how many were there? And I joined Wanaanga board. In fact, I joined together with the treasurer, Mr. Morioki, the same time, 2020. And I feel very much privileged to work in the department, grow in the department, and I feel happy. To my colleagues in the circle, give way. I thought it for over a year, and I felt I should not defend, but you are in good hands. Wanaanga is diverse. We have many people and many regions. So when you are electing your board members, you must also sometimes be looking at the balance as a county director, environment, climate change. But I think I'm also maybe soon moving out from there to another better thing, God willing. And retirement is not something to worry. If you are worried before you retire, then you are dead before you retire. Because what you need to do is to support them. Our auditor talked of financial base. You can't run an organization that has no money. And that's challenge most of our members. We are contributing 1,000 per month as monthly contribution. How much that money per year? Very rich, we are $1 billion. But let me tell you, out of the $1 billion, almost 800 million belongs to the members outside there. You don't have anything. And you can count on that. Individuals can count their shares and say, how much shares do I have in Wanaanga? If you, we have made how many millions? And only 30 million is coming to you. Almost over 50 million go to the fixed depositors. And we have to pay them. What do? You commit yourself, save first, then from there on, you can be able to take a loan and do other things. Otherwise, I'm very happy, and the only thing I can say is to wish members of Wanaanga good life, remain steady fast, but save for tomorrow. To the board members, inside, let people know what, and even the members who are frustrating, in case they are there as our employees, now they know that something is not correct, and the members be taken care of. So, tuko pamoja. Thank you, long life Wanaanga, long life everything.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, Martin. We wish you God's blessings. I know, first of all, is to say a lot of thanks, because this was one of the most efficient AGM I've seen. Look at the time. We have taken the shortest time possible, because you members knows what you want, and you are going straight to your account. And because of the transaction charges, we also put 100 bob, so it comes to 1,600. And that is for the members who have been in the SACCO, who are full members. Remember, you must have the minimum shareholding of 25,000, isn't it? Also distribute your dividends, the rebates, the pay slips. I'm told they are almost ready. So as you correct those dividends, and they also be credited to your accounts, so you can access them wherever you are. You don't have to come and queue here. Even if you come and queue on with that, we want to close, and we started by prayers from the members, and I'm requesting my board members, we have a volunteer. I know the credit chair is here, and you may wish to see her properly, so that
I'm the tallest among the board members. We come before you this afternoon with thanksgiving in our hearts. Thank you, O Lord, because you have seen us through since morning until this hour. We cannot forget to say thank you for the blessings that you have bestowed into our lives. How we pray that, God, we are going to move up together as we have been told of us. We cannot forget to give you thank you, and we pray that it shall prosper so that we can see us moving. How we pray that, God, you are going to bless all our members who are seated here. We know that we have challenges in our pockets, oh Father, and now we pray that you are going to bless every member so that he or she can prosper. We can also not forget to pray for our guests who have visited us from cooperative and also from bank. All of us, as we move together, oh Father, I know you shall bless us and you shall glorify your holy name. Lord, as we are going to part this afternoon, bless us, bless our roads, sprinkle your holy blood into our roads, oh Father, so that when we go home, we find it the way we left it, and we thank you